U.S. citizen, you or me, produces 4.5 pounds of waste per day. Recycling can decrease this enormous amount. Unfortunately, we're not as good at recycling as we might think.
Anything that is picked up in bins, the bin seems to be a catch-all. It might say, you know, mixed paper on it, but there goes a pizza box, there goes the extra slices of pizza, and various other things, which once it's contaminated, we do not try to sort through it and clean it up and separate the trash and the recycling. It's just considered trash.
What do Batesies think of recycling?
I think it's good. I see all the recycle bins around the place, and I think it's very effective to see that we are making an effort to make the environment cleaner. So, yeah, one up for recycling.
I think recycling's great. It's a great thing to do at Bates. It helps save the environment. Noah?
I agree.
Yeah, I try to recycle everything I can.
You know, I try and do my part. It's good for the planet.
Oh, I think it's really important in that obviously we waste a lot, and I think that as a school and community, we could do a lot more to recycle what we can.
I think people need to pay more attention to it.
To raise awareness, the Eco-Reps, an on-campus environmental sustainability group, held a waste audit to see just how much Bates really recycles.
So the purpose of this waste audit is to see what we throw away that should have been or could have been recycled, but also just to show how much trash we generate. This is all just from one day from the dorms, not even from the other buildings on campus.
The results were pretty drastic. Our resident expert told us that something needed to change.
In order for this to work, it starts with the people generating the recyclables or the trash. The biggest thing is, of course, education. We're an educational institution. If we open it and see that the majority of it looks like it's clean, we'll take the pizza box or the trash off the top of it and take a quick peek through it and see. But it's some of them, it's pretty obvious when you open up the bin that a lot more has been thrown in there than recycling.
Recycling may seem pretty simple, but it's different everywhere. Here at Bates, the recycling system is easy, once you know what's what. For starters, in the blue bin, or the mixed paper bin, you put your paper, your paperback books, and your cereal and your beer boxes. Secondly, in the cardboard area, you put your corrugated cardboard, such as your pizza and packing boxes, once they've been emptied. Then there's the yellow bin. This is where you put your plastic and glass bottles and your aluminum cans, after you've emptied them, of course. This is the returnable bottles and cans bin. The rest of it goes in the trash. Once all the bins have been loaded, they're further loaded into trucks by the friendly people at Physical Plant, and then taken into the Lewiston recycling system. We know that the college's waste is added into the Lewiston recycling system, but where does it go from there?
Garbage goes to MWAC to be incinerated. Recyclable material depends on the material.
And what happens after it enters the recycling system?
Recyclables that are brought directly to the facility are processed or baled here.
One bale pushes up against the other, and that's how the bales come out. Once they come out, we forklift it to the area designated for that particular material. We call the market, and they set up the trucking, and they will come in, and we will load the trucks, and they will take it off to the market.
Why does all of this need to be sorted anyway?
Recycling is market driven, and the market value of mixed paper is less than market value of newspaper. That's why we would like you to separate out your newspaper from your mixed paper, from your cardboard.
So what happens if it isn't sorted correctly?
In the case of glass, what they start out with is either sand or that glass bottle or jar. It's ground down to those fine grains. You're not going to see something like ceramic or Pyrex, okay, or a piece of window pane. It's going to get melted down into this molten glowing orange blob and formed into a bottle again. And then the material, the beer, what have you, which is under pressure, is going to go into that bottle. It's going to be capped, and then the bottle's going to explode because of that imperfection in the glass. That only has to happen a couple of times before the Budweiser purchasing agent says, I don't know where in the heck we got these bottles from, but we're never going to order bottles from these clowns again. If they lose that market, okay, because of contamination, they don't have a place to send that glass anymore. That the generator thought they were doing this great thing, okay, by throwing everything under the sun that breaks, you know, thinking that they were recycling that. And no, it's not being recycled. It's only recycled if it's gone from a waste material, okay, to being reused, say, in a manufacturing process, and then it's back in the consumer's hand again. If that falls apart due to contamination, you're not recycling. You're creating a lot more work for the disposal process.
Sorting is a huge part of the recycling process here at Bates College, and it's our job to do it the right way. The physical plant workers have a big enough job getting all the different bags from all the different bins to all the different locations.